Hey everybody, and welcome back to more Tomb of the Lost Queen. So, it seems like I have to make this speech at least once per Nancy Drew blind Let's Play, but unfortunately, I had an episode that went rather badly last night because I overextended myself and thought I could record another episode. And I came up against a puzzle that I still haven't solved yet, by the way. And long story short, I decided to just cut out the recording. But let me just take you on a tour of what did happen. So first things first, I found out that this whole Procession of the Gods thing that we've been dealing with in this area, with the sarcophagus, is actually something that we've looked at before. Why, it's the mural that's up over here. And I guess I just never really made the connection for several reasons. The first one is that it was rather difficult to even tell what these things were at the resolution this game is. I mean, I suppose these spider things are probably the closest clue that you could figure out, because they look a lot like the symbol in the sarcophagus. But on top of this, what's even crazier about this is that the way these are presented has almost no resemblance to what was on the sarcophagus. I mean, there you had a 2x2 matrix on the left, a 2x2 matrix on the right, a 2x1 section in the middle, and these are all spaced very far apart, by the way. And then above all of those, there's, these are probably the closest to resembling what's there. These two things, and then these two things. And in here, you can even see that these aren't even aligned like they are in the sarcophagus. So I couldn't even make the connection that well. I did take a picture of it here on my phone, which I am going to bring up right now. So I can use it while we're doing the sarcophagus puzzle. So this further confirms my suspicions, by the way, that the bird thing that we saw down the middle, I think it's the middle hallway, is used on the left hallway when you do the tile puzzle with the birds on top of the cat tomb. So I'm going to go over here, I'm going to do this real quick. Alright, so this is actually not very difficult. I think the reliable strategy with this puzzle is you need to basically prepare everything outside of the squares and then slide everything into place. So we have one of these blue things, and then we've got a crocodile thing like that for this column. And it's best to think of them in rows and columns as well. And then we basically have the reverse for this next one. So we've got basically just that. These two, well, actually first let's do this must be randomized, because the last time, when I did this last time, I didn't have to do that for these two middle ones. But I could have had to do with what I did on the left first. And then here we've got two wolf jackal thingies like that. Down here we've got two of these things, the bird-looking things, if you want to call them that. Oh, that's not quite right, is it? How can I do this? Let's do that. There we go. Okay, so now it's just this left, or the right set of squares. So we have another croc, and then here we've got another one of those blue ones, and then we've got the two bugs. So for this, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take these, and then I need to put a couple of things on top of these. One of them is that, and then the other one is the croc, right? How am I going to pull that off? So this is not being used for anything, right? Okay, hang on. Wait a minute, let's do that, then we'll slide these into place, and then we'll put these down. Like this. I think this will do. Perfect! Alright, let's see what's inside. Oh.
Another coffin! And it's locked. Ancient Egyptians did not mess around.
She said it, everyone. She said it's locked. Alright, so let's quickly translate this.
This could be about the queen's children.
7 treasures of her making, 4 to lead the people, 3 to follow her path, divided by duty, old preceding young. Recall them here and reach within. Alright, so this puzzle...
These must represent Nefertari's children. Maybe if I knew more about them, I could open this.
So as usual, we can't even interact with this until we get more clues about it. So, naturally my first thought when I came across this was, who would know about Nefertari's children? Furthermore, who would be so excited about Nefertari's children that they couldn't wait to tell about them to us? And the first person that came to mind, of course, is Professor Hotchkiss.
Hello?
Do you know anything about Nefertari's children?
Of course I do.
Can you tell me their names?
Yes, it's best we start with the boys.
Sure.
There's among her Kepchef, meaning among is with his strong arm.
How do I spell that?
Oh dear, you get a piece of paper and a pen and you write down whatever you like for the next 5 minutes. Paul Ray Hair Wenemeth. Ray is with his strong arm.
That's a cool name.
Mary, beloved of Ray. Miriatum, beloved of Atum. Oh, these names! The best part about ancient Egyptian names is that there are no ancient Egyptians around to correct your pronunciation. Oh, come back when you're ready for the girls.
Sure.
Can you tell me the names of Nefertari's daughters?
I need you to do some searching for me. I've decided to restart my book project. Can you gather some information for me?
If it means you'll tell me the daughters' names, then sure.
Great! Who is above all the doors in the main antechamber?
Now, that's not really something that we've paid attention to, so let's take a look.
I'll go look right now.
Thank you.
So the options that we got are Isis, woman with throne on her head, Ma'at, woman with an ostrich feather, and Nephthys, woman with hieroglyphs of her name on her head. And I'm not really sure which of these is correct, and I don't really know if it actually matters. Whoops. You can kind of see the woman here. I don't know if you could hear the noise in the background, but there is a lot of wind coming through town the last couple of days, so I'm trying to stay indoors and use the opportunity to record whenever possible. So yeah, this lady right here. I don't know who this is. It looks like she's got wings, and yeah, I mean, that doesn't really fit any of these descriptions, right? Isis is a woman with a throne on her head, which, that doesn't really look like a throne on her head. Unless, is that it? Is that what that is? Hang on. It could be, I mean, from this angle, she's got something on her head, but I don't know if I'd call that a throne, per se. But I mean, it's kind of in that shape, I suppose. I mean, this doesn't exactly look like an ostrich feather. It looks like a set of wings. And then Nephthys is a woman with hieroglyphs of her name on her head, which this doesn't seem to fit. So I'm going to go with Isis. When I was trying to record last time, I went with Nephthys. But let's give it a try and see what response we get. Alright.
I found out who is above all the doors in the main antechamber. It's Isis.
Thank you.
I'm ready for the daughters' names now.
Merit Amen, the beloved of Amen.
Got it.
Henatawi, the mistress of two lands.
Two lands?
Okay.
Nebatawi, the lady of two lands. So it seems favoritism isn't a modern invention.
And the children were mentioned in order, from oldest to youngest, right?
Yes.
Perfect, thanks.
Alright. So you can ask her for the names again, which kind of scared me at first, because I thought, wait a minute, do we not keep track of this in our journal? But thankfully, you do. I am kind of curious to see what happens, though.
Can you tell me the names of Nefertari's daughters again?
Oh my, yes, let's see.
She loves pronouncing
Merit
them.
Amen, the beloved of Amen. Henatawi, the mistress of two lands. Batawi, the Lady of Two Lands.
Great.
All right. So
Bye.
Hotchkiss out!
we may need to do this again, and I may need to actually take notes. But oh wait, no, she actually outlined what each of them means. So as you can guess, what we're gonna have to do here is we're gonna have to use this information to piece together all those hieroglyphs in the sarcophagus to match the names. So the one thing I want to look for, though, is that little thing about hieroglyphs, because I thought there was something here about hieroglyphs, and I cannot remember where. And we cannot read the dictionary. The relic book doesn't have hieroglyphs. John's notes is the other thing that we need for the hieroglyphs. The Pantheon is not it. So yeah, I don't know where else this hieroglyph information is. It may be in here, possibly. Was it on Nancy's desk? This is the Professor Hotchkiss book, so it can't be that. I know there was something about hieroglyphs. You guys remember this, right? This was one of the things that really tripped me up last time. I was like, you know, it's getting too late. I might as well just wait till tomorrow to do this. Nothing in that area. Lily, it just has her curse book. Lily, you really shouldn't be reading that. Maybe it's in here? No, that's the Beach Hill thing. Nothing else. Okay. See, I thought this glyphs thing was where you... yeah, authentic hieroglyph dictionary, right? Huh. Okay. I just thought that was how you learned the various symbols, right? You guys do remember that hieroglyph thing, right? I'm not making this up. There was like a thing and it had like different sounds for different letters and all that. Was it in this area? Maybe it was in this area. Just take a look around real quick. Not there. Not no, that's just that. No books here to read. That's that. So yeah, I don't know where this is. And that's bothering me, because I need to know where this is. Right? Don't we need that information? Because this... Yeah, I thought there was actual information about hieroglyphs in there. This doesn't have it. This definitely doesn't have it. This is the information from John about the syntax, if you want to call it that, of hieroglyphs. But... yeah, I don't see anything that's actually useful here. So... oh, wait, we got some new stuff here. Who puts a coffin inside a coffin? Whoever is in here must be important. Yep, coffinception. Can you talk to
Hello.
Jamila? No.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Still want to take a second look at that bag of hers again. Alright, let's go.
Time to use what I've learned about Nefertari's children and hieroglyphs to figure out the order.
I'm not crazy, right? Like, this used to be a dictionary or some sort of guide for hieroglyphs, right? Yeah, I don't know. So we're gonna have to figure out, I'm assuming, okay, so here's a few things we do know. In John's notes, where's John's notes? Yeah, here we go. John had this meaning male and this meaning female. So we can at least infer a few things from this. So we do see 4 of these things and 3 of these things. And I don't really know if this is supposed to mean you put son 1, son 2, son 3, son 4, and then daughter 1, daughter 2, daughter 3, and that these 2 are supposed to indicate, okay, this is the end of the sons and this is the end of the daughters. Is that the case? Because, I mean, that would make the most sense. So I'm going to run with that assumption. I could be totally wrong about that, but let's go with it for now and see where it takes us. I wish I could see exactly what these symbols all mean. That's what's giving me some trouble right here. Where's the other? Here it is, over here. So I don't know, like this seems to be 1 and this seems to be 2. So let's see what John's notes give us. So this means Ray. So Ray is with his strong arm is one of the boys, right? Pa Re Herwenamet. That's an awesome name. Okay, so let's actually start with that one. Maybe we can make some inferences from this, right? So Ray is... Well, that's interesting because it talks about it over here. Pa Re Herwenamet. So this means Ray, but I wonder what that means. I wonder what Pa means. No idea. Let's try just finding that birdie thing. So here's the birdie thing. Like that. And then we've got the circle with the line like that. Okay, good. And then we've got the... It looks like a diamond on a stick or something. So it looks like that, but without the second thing. Unless we're supposed to actually include that. Oh, maybe this is supposed to be... Yeah, because this is together here. So let's do that. Let's switch those out. And then the strong arm is this... It looks like a hand and then a snail or snaky thing. So it looks like that, but it has more. It's got that. And so we got one name down. Woo! Okay, cool. Okay. So Amun is with his strong arm. So basically this is the same thing, except it's Amun instead of Ray. Is that pretty accurate? Oh, we can also use these too, because we have references to, well, not only Ra, but also or Ray, but also Atum, which is this, and Amun, who is up here. Okay, so that will help as well. That'll definitely help. Okay, before I do anything further, if I back away, is that going to destroy it? Okay, looks like it's not, so that's good. Alright, so Amun. Amun is with his strong arm. So Amun's name is like this. See, this is interesting, because some of these names actually have that kind of flag thing first. And I know we've got those here. But what does that flag thing mean, exactly? Is there any more info? Ah, okay. His brother uses... Okay, he's talking about his brother here. Interesting. So we do know that this brother is Amun-her-Kepeshef. Interesting. So do we need to use a bird again? I'm assuming not, right? Because... Huh. Yeah, because Pa, this symbol, is not part of Amun-her-Kepeshef. Like, that's not there. So this guy has... We know at least two of the symbols. One of them is going to be, I think, this one. I'm sorry for going back and forth between these things again, but I want to make sure I get this right. So yeah, it looks like this one, and it looks like just the snake, snail, whatever thing. So let's put these both up there. So that goes there, and then Where is the... Uh-oh, where did that go? Here, it's this one. Okay, so that's good. So those are together. So what are the first two symbols, though? So if we were to look at the Pantheon again, I'm trying to see which of these... There's nothing here where there's two of the flaggy things, which is what's really bothering me right now. Like, what does that mean? Ooh, okay. So we're dealing with Amun, who has one of these. Then this thing, and we've seen this thing. It looks like that. But then there's that third symbol, and I don't know if we've actually seen that third symbol. Have we seen that? It's got that... Looks like somebody with a big hat and a stick. Do we have a big hat stick person here? Because I'm not seeing that anywhere here. This symbol is coming up a bunch, which is making me a little suspicious. So I'm inclined to put this up here and possibly this. Let's do that. I don't know if that's right though. That's bothering me. I don't really see anything else here that's really helping much. Yeah. So like this interpretation of Ra or Re was the one in the Pantheon, right? Yeah, it looks like that. So I don't know when certain versions of these things are used and where. I wish we knew more about who... Okay, so let's just go down the list here. Beloved of Re. Beloved of Amun. Okay, what does beloved mean? Ooh, this is gonna be tough. I'm wondering if we have to actually like go around and find a... Is there like a love god here? I don't see anything. I'm curious to know what this thing is here that looks like a... I don't know what to call that. A slingshot or a thingy. What I am going to do, though, I'm going to look out here, because this has some stuff that, at least these half circles, bear some resemblance to the stuff in there. So this means, let's just see what this means. Great King's wife, Lady of the Two Lands. Okay, Lady of the Two Lands, that's one of the things here, right? The mistress, oh wait, Nebetawi is the Lady of the Two Lands. So does the equal sign thing mean two? See, the problem is that these three, this symbol appears here multiple times, at least 5 times. That's what's throwing me off. I'm wondering if there's more. Okay, so lady looks like it could be the... Well, wait a minute. No, because Lady of Terrors, if that's supposed to be what this means, Sovereign Lady, and then Mistress of Destruction. And Mistress and Lady, if these are supposed to be the same thing, or like if these are supposed to be where they are, they look exactly the same. Unless, maybe here it's at the end of this, which means Sovereign Lady, and maybe this means Mistress of Destruction. I don't know. Like, this could mean Mistress, right? The thing with the little bracket down there. Let's just see if that symbol appears here. Okay, no, but there is a little bit of a difference. So, this has more of a trapezoid thingy here, rather than the semicircle. But I don't see anything here that looks like it has a trapezoid in it. So that's not really helping. What about over here? Oh, right. So these are just like the individual letter hieroglyphs. These are not like the dictionary translated ones. There was also that area where we solved, I think it was in here, right? The puzzle, yeah, here we go.
Why doesn't this area translate?
I thought it translated earlier. Yeah, there we go. It was one of the gibberish ones. Okay, so that's not helping either. The other one I can think of is that stone that was in the tent over here, right? It said something about Ra. Judged is he by the ancestors of Ra. Not exactly very helpful, because we already know what Ra is. So, yeah. I feel kind of a little stuck here. So, I'm thinking... Here's a couple things I'm thinking right now. One of them is that I don't think, even if we could find that old glyphs thing, I think that was just for individual letter sounds. It doesn't tell us, like, what whole words represents. Can you help us, Abdullah?
Yes?
Ooh, we can talk to him.
Why would Ramses go through all the trouble to hide Nefertari away in a false tomb?
Nefertari was most dear to Ramses II. He built her the most beautiful tomb of all the queens. He even built for her a temple at Abu Simbel. Wherever he stood, she stood by him. He was very afraid she would not find him again in the afterlife. He wanted her hidden away for eternity, somewhere small and unremarkable where no one would think to look for her, until the time was right.
Is the time right now?
What do you mean, until the time was right? Is now the right time?
You have to ask him about that, not me.
Good point.
What will you do if we find Nefertari?
I will take her to see the world.
Well, she can't exactly see anything. She's dead.
I know she's dead. I'll let the world see her. I will teach everyone why she is important.
Doesn't the world already know that?
No, they don't look hard enough. They need me to show them.
Do you really care about teaching people or just about the exposure?
Ooh.
It has been a long time since someone has had the nerve to speak to me in that manner.
Go, Nancy.
You didn't answer my question.
I won't. I won't answer any question in that tone. Not from you, not from the press, not from some American colleague. I have work to do. Leave me to it.
So, you're basically dodging the question.
I'd better get going.
See you later.
Alright, so he's not gonna help. Wait, there's this whole thing here, right? Let's do this one. I forgot about this. Okay, this isn't anything that will help us. No. Okay, so we may just have to guess at this point, because I don't know of any other place where there's stuff to translate, right? That's not the gibberish special language stuff. Yeah. So I'm wondering if beloved might be the squiggly line in this, maybe? I don't think it's a bird. I don't know. I'm just still really thrown off by the fact that there's all those circles used there. One thing that we could do, that I've been giving some thought to here, is that I'm wondering if perhaps we might be able to figure out what some symbols mean by how often they appear. So for instance, this, I'm going to call it the slingshot symbol because it looks like a slingshot thing. This appears 3 times. And we can check the Pantheon just to make sure there's nothing in here that looks like some of these things we were wondering about, right? So, I don't see anything that looks like a slingshot in there. But I'm noticing over here that there are 3 people who are beloved. So that could mean beloved, maybe? The other thing I'm noticing is that there are 3 instances of the 2 flag things. So, let's see, Mistress of 2 Wands, Lady of 2 Wands. Oh, I guess that's it. Okay, that's not really helping. I feel like we don't have all the info we need on this, right? This just doesn't seem like all the information that we could... Yeah, I don't know. I still don't think this is correct. No, I wanted to keep looking. I meant to minimize that. So I'm thinking that these symbols with the lines mean lands. Or they could mean two, because they're two lines. I don't know. There's also one more of these single flag ones, which is interesting. For all I know, that this could be wrong, just having this up here. In fact, it probably is wrong. I wouldn't be surprised. The one thing I am curious about is does it mean of? Because I'm wondering if maybe for the boys you get one of these, so beloved of Ray, beloved of Atom, for these guys here. And then all of the daughters have an of in their English titles, right? Beloved of Ammon, beloved, the mistress of two lands, the lady of two lands. Ooh, boy. Yeah. But wait a minute. No, that actually can't be right? Because, okay, we've got a problem here. Because if the mistress of two lands and the lady of two lands are supposed to be up here, then that means that we're going to have to put in... Ooh, okay. We're going to need to put in, like, this thing, maybe, and this one, like that. Like, that's all the symbols we could fit in there, assuming that this is where that's supposed to go. So, that must mean that Beloved of Ammon is pretty extensive as far as how many symbols we're supposed to use here to represent Ammon. Who has... Let's see who he has. Wait, is it Ammon? Right, because Ammon is with his strong arm was up here. So somewhere this thing has to be used, right? Now the question is, what does that mean? That is... Okay, we need to find out what that is. That's making me wonder.
I bet I could translate that.
Okay, so... Lady of Terrors, Sovereign Lady, Mistress of Destruction. This and this look the same. That's still what I'm getting confused by. Alright, I'm convinced that there must be more to this. I mean... The other thing that's making this really tough is that I don't really know what the order of the syntax is in the hieroglyphs. Because, you know, for instance, over here in John's nose, Ray is, with his strong arm, is the order of the English words. But here, Pa, Ray, Herwenemeth, Ray and Ray are in two different spots, right? That's one thing that's really bothering me about this. If I could just find more info, I think we'd be in business here, but I don't know where we'd find more info. That's the problem. Let me just look up and down these things again just to make sure I didn't miss anything. I know we had some things to translate elsewhere, but I don't... Wait, this one.
I bet I could translate that.
I forgot about this one. Whoa. No. Go back. This. I speak that which I wish to his mummy. It becometh strong. So strong was part of a thing, but other than that, I mean, that's not really helpful. So, I'm curious, how did the cave-in even get set up here? Because, I mean, look at how pristine this looks. I mean, this looks amazing. Where did all those rocks even come from? I mean, that just further suggests that somebody must have tampered in here somehow, which means they must have had the knowledge to open... Oh, right! All of these! Right. Okay. Okay. The land. This has got to be important, right? I mean, a lot of this sounds like nonsense, but this could help somehow, right? Though I don't know. It's still not exactly very useful here. Yeah. So I'm translating this stuff, right? Not this. Yeah. Okay, never mind. We can just look at the cat. Hi, cat. This thing. Right. That's not helpful. We can't even read that anymore because I think that's the special language ones. Oh man, I don't know, guys. I may have to do some work on this off screen because I don't want to take up too much time here. I don't know if there was really any hieroglyphs here. That's the bird thing, which I'm hoping to use on that tile puzzle, but we need to get that final bird tile first, don't we? Oh man. Can we call anybody? Let's just take a break for a minute and just call some people. Can we call John? Maybe he'll know because he's the one who wrote the notes.
Hi.
Nope.
Bye.
Talk to you later.
Professor Hotchkiss.
Ahoy, hoy!
And we could just ask her for these again, but that's not going to help us much.
I'll let you go.
Hotchkiss out!
Let's try Dylan.
Hey, Nancy.
Oh, we can tell him this.
Lily wanted to say hello.
Oh, good. Tell her I say I don't know. I'm knackered. Make it sound good. What have you been up to?
Lily had me help her with some amulets she couldn't identify. Apparently I'm pretty good at it.
What do you mean she couldn't identify?
They were pretty beat up. She said that type of thing wasn't her forte anyway, so I helped.
Well, that's not true.
Huh?
Well, that's her specialty. She lied to you.
Uh-oh.
Why would she do that?
Maybe she wanted to distract you. Maybe she was feeling lazy.
Why should I trust you?
I don't exactly have a lot to gain from lying to you at this point.
Well, that's a good point.
All right, if you want me to believe you, tell me why you were at the site.
I really am a guide.
That can't be it.
It is. Look, maybe I wanted to get my name in the papers, but that's it. Times are really tough. People aren't taking vacations like they used to.
Well, I suppose that... I mean, given what we know about him, that could definitely be true.
I'll let you go.
I'll be seeing ya.
Alright. Bess, can you look up hieroglyphs on the internet? You got an internet connection, right?
Nancy, hi!
Aww.
I'll catch you later.
See ya!
Guys, what do we do? None of this stuff helps. There's nothing. There's like literally nothing left. I'm wondering though. Can we deduce what Queen and Mistress are from looking at this? I'm still wondering what this stuff means. This. See what I'm curious about is. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe these are like letters in the names. Because this only appears when the name starts with the letter A. You see? Like Amun Anubis, Aten. Autumn doesn't have this, though. Man with double crown. So I'm wondering if maybe the Queen of Two Wands, or Lady of Two Wands, uses this? I don't know. It would make sense in a way. It's interesting that there's a bird that represents Hathor, who has cow horns and a sun disk. Khepri. Oh, wait a minute. No, Khepri has that same flag thing, but his name starts with a K. So maybe that's not it. I don't know. I wish I had that glyphs thing, guys. Where's the companion to the authentic hieroglyph dictionary? I want to know. Can we turn back? Is there anything? Alright, I think I'm going to end the video here. I'm just going to look around one more time here in the tents, but I am not really having high hopes for finding stuff in here. The only other resource was this, which just has the map, and that's just useful for the cat amulet thing. And none of this stuff really has hieroglyphs in it, so yeah. Alright, I'm going to just take a break here. I think I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to come back, and hopefully we can figure out what's going on here. I'm hoping. We'll see what we can dig up. So I think I'm just going to call it here for now. So thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry we didn't make that much progress today, but hopefully next time we can buckle down and finish the puzzle. So leave a like if you enjoyed yourself today, if you enjoyed the video, and either way, I will catch you on the flip side. So take care, and I will see you next time.